Why do athletes make great actors?
Well, some do and some don't. What I think it is you're used to competing. As an actor, as an athlete, it's about competition. You're competing. Whether you're competing one of 11 guys on the football team on offense or one of the 11 guys on defense, or you're running track and you're individual, or you're running a relay where they hand you the baton. It's competition. And all of those things are part of being an actor too. An actor is an athlete basically too, because the relay is part of being an actor, where I have to hand something off to you or hand the scene off to you or relate to you. Or if I'm individual, where I'm on stage doing a monologue, like a runner by themselves. Or, I'm in some situation where, we're having a dual track meet. I use that example where you have to get points for the team. The same thing as far as being on stage or being in a film or whatever. It's a collective. And athletes tend to be able to maneuver the business, not because they're better than people that aren't athletes, but like I said earlier, you accept defeat easier, because you're not going to get 99% of the stuff you go for. And in sports, you're not going to win all the time. I mean, unless if like you Usain Bolt or somebody, whatever, but that's rare. That's rare. So you're able to do that. And like I say, that's why I think, like I was saying earlier, why a lot of my actor friends or former actor friends that aren't in the business now, who had been coddled and had done a certain thing, can't make it in the industry. Even in athletics, a lot of the young guys that are coddled all the way up in basketball, football, whatever, a lot of them don't make it because they can't handle the rejection and frustration once they get into the arena. A lot of them can't. It's the same with acting. So when somebody like me that did it as a kid and got away and came back and was basically forced into it because couldn't do anything else, you tend to be able to handle all of these different things. Like I said, at the beginning, I couldn't handle the rejection. My mentor was like, dude, you're not going to get hardly none of this stuff. I mean, voiceover-wise, I've done this week, I think I've done 10 voiceover auditions. Guess how many I got? Zilch. Not a thing. Oh, now, don't think that I'm like, oh, that's okay. No, I'm not. But I'm able to just say, okay, moving on to the next one. You got to be able to do that. I played sports and I was one of the fastest guys out there. Got wide open. The quarterback threw a long pass. I dropped it. Now you got a stadium full of family and friends and all kind of people. Oh. There's nothing like that. It's like, I've been in plays where I've gone up. For whatever reason, I couldn't remember a line. And the person in the scene is looking at me. And if they are an experienced actor, they'll throw me a line, or they're smart enough to carry the scene on. But a lot of times these people are, ooh, and you both up there looking stupid. I've been there. I was in a scene with a guy who we did a one-act play where we had to do a dream sequence where we all playing cards. And Both sequences were dream sequences where we're playing cards. And the other actors that were coming into the scene off stage had to react to the cues. He decided, instead of doing the scene in the first dream sequence, he made a mistake and did the lines for the second one. So the actors that were not supposed to come in until the second scene, you could hear them backstage scrambling. So myself and another guy who's a very prominent actor now, we said, okay, we have to get him back on track. So we went back to the first scene, improv the point, and he's up there, like looking around, and I'm looking at this guy, and I'm saying, okay, without me saying anything, I've gone back to not let the audience know. I'm rewriting the scene to get him back, and he's still like, It happens, and that's one of the things I love about live theater. Oh, I love it. It's like, to go up, I did stand-up comedy. I tried. I couldn't do it because I just couldn't handle the pre-show before you get up on stage. I couldn't handle that. That's why a lot of comics, they drink or they do drugs, because it's not when you're on the stage, it's before you get up there. And see, I took a couple of classes here years ago to do stand-up. And we did the show, and my teacher talked about, he said, if you bomb or whatever, how to handle that. And he even had to say, even though I'm telling you how to handle bombing when you don't get any laughs or whatever, you still have to experience that. I can't tell you what that is until you do it. And my situation was, I bombed, and the audience is like looking, and they know you know when somebody bombs. And so what I did was what I naturally do as far as me. I said, I'm bombing up here, aren't I? And the audience laughed. And I started talking about that. I started saying, I always wondered what it was going to be like to get up here and have y'all motherfuckers, excuse my French, up here watching me bomb. And the audience fell out. And my material I had was gone. And for the rest of my time up there, I said, now my hands and my palms were sweating. And I said, blah, blah, blah. I started doing all of that. And when I left that stage, they were like, and when we went back to the class, my teacher said, you are natural. I said, well, I bombed. He says, yeah, but you were funnier after you bombed and you told the audience. He says, do you know what it took for you to just come out and say that? I said, I didn't have any choice. I said, I was awful. I had to talk about it. But it's just stuff like that, which I think is part of what I love about this business. I love it because, no performance, even live or whatever, or take film-wise, nothing is ever the same. No. Okay, take one. Can you do that again? We had a lighting problem here, or the reflector, or whatever, technical. Just do exactly what you did before, No, it's not gonna happen. You try, but it's different.